and I believe the defendant, even down at the station, did not disagree. She was calling the police.
She'd moved in just 8 days earlier, boxes still unpacked, dreaming of a stable home for her 3-year-old son. Destiny Rumley, 21, thought this East Haven apartment was her reset. But on December 30, 2025, a simple argument escalated, and 9 deep stab wounds ended it all while her toddler watched. Her boyfriend Tyreek Black, also 21, called 911, calmly confessing, then barricaded the door with the child inside. Officers smashed glass to save the boy, but the real explosion? Days later in court, when grief boiled over. Stay close. The horror unfolds, step by chilling step. This is Young and Guilty, where everyday arguments turn irreversible. If the dread is rising, subscribe now, hit the bell, the nightmare deepens. Destiny Rumley, young mother focused on her son, building a future. Tyreek Black, her boyfriend, no prior record on paper, but tension simmered behind closed doors. No calls, no orders, just unseen strain. December 30, morning, argument flares. Destiny says she's calling police. That's the trigger. Black snaps, grabs a kitchen knife, stabs her 9 times in a sustained attack. She fights, but falls. Blood pools. Her son witnesses it all. Black doesn't help. Instead, he dials 911 himself. His voice eerily calm on the line, admits stabbing her a couple times. Dispatch keeps him talking as sirens race closer. Neighbors' panicked calls flood in, screams heard in hallway. Officers arrive 8:10 a.m. at Fox and Woods complex, see Black in doorway, bloodied knife nearby. Commands fly, hands up, step out, but he backs inside, slams and locks the door. Barricade, heart-stopping pause, then faint child cries from within.
Officers are trained and are ready for these types of situations, but you're never really ready to encounter something of that nature.
Pounding on the door, no response. Every second risks the toddler trapped with a confessed killer. Officers make the desperate call. Watch how they save an innocent life.
During that time, another officer went around to the side of the apartment complex, and to the side of the building, found a side window, smashed it, and was able to actually retrieve a young child from the apartment.
Glass shatters, arms reach in, pulling the unharmed but terrified boy to safety. His eyes carry scars no child should. Door finally opens. Black fights wildly, multiple officers wrestling him down. Inside, Destiny on the floor, 9 deep wounds, chest, body, relentless. Medics rush her to Yale New Haven Hospital, but she succumbs, pronounced dead. A fresh start stolen forever. Halfway in, this one's hitting hard. Like if you're hooked, comment "warning signs missed" or "unforgivable" and subscribe now. The courtroom storm brews. Don't blink. December 31st, 2025, New Haven Superior Court. Black, shackled, faces Judge Patrick Clifford. Gallery packed with Destiny's family, raw, waiting. Charges read: murder, risk of injury to minor, assault on emergency personnel, interfering with police or emergency call. Prosecutor details brutality, 9 punctures, child endangered, officer fight. Bond jumps from $2 million to $2.5 million. Defense pleads no record, mental health struggles, but as Black's led away, rage erupts.
All right, so this is the arraignment of State versus Tyreek Nelson Black. Appointed public defender?
Yes, sir.
All right, the public defender is appointed. Bail Commissioner's recommendation?
Your Honor.
I will indicate, first of all, it's an on-site arrest. I did read through the report, and I will clearly make a finding of probable cause for the crimes, including the crime of murder.
Your Honor, he has no criminal history. He is 21 years old. He is a lifelong resident. He reports that he is gainfully employed. He does report substance abuse and mental health issues. I do understand that he has no record. However, due to the nature of allegations, we will be recommending $1 million.
How much?
$1 million.
Thank you. State.
Your Honor, in this incident, the defendant is charged with murder. The defendant called police, said that he had stabbed the victim. He further said that it was a couple of times. When an officer arrived, he refused to open the door and threatened the officers that he would stab them if they entered. There was a 3-year-old child present for this incident. The defendant fought with officers, and the victim suffered 9 deep puncture wounds. He only safely said $2 million.
Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. As stated by Bill, Mr. Black is 21 years old, grew up in Hamden, Connecticut. He's been a native of our state his entire life. He attended school, graduated from ACES, and as stated, he has no criminal record. Your Honor, Mr. Black is truly a product of his environment, his upbringing. His background consists mostly of depending on state benefits, grew up in foster care, multiple ineffective DCF involvements. Lack of guidance and support led Mr. Black down the trail of mental health issues. He has multiple diagnoses, including PTSD, multiple stays at inpatient services, outpatient services, and many prior suicide attempts. Even though through all this turmoil in his life, he was trying. Prior to this incident, he was working part-time in Wallingford as a flagger. He had recently completed programs in treatment and was doing well. Mr. Black is also extremely remorseful for this incident. We ask that you take that into consideration when setting the bond for Mr. Black.
Well, he is 21 years of age. I guess he does not have any previous record, is that correct?
No, Your Honor.
I mean, obviously, I read through the report. It is, I know he's emotional right now, but it's a very disturbing report to read when people are calling the police, indicating someone is screaming and asking or requesting help, and then he called actually the police and indicated, quote, "I just stabbed my bitch," close quote. The police were able to get the child, I guess, out through a window, the 3-year-old. He finally let the police in, according to the report. And I believe the defendant, even down at the station, did not disagree. She was calling the police because he had made an oral threat. And as a result of her attempting to call the police is when he admits that he took out a knife and he did stab her. It does indicate, as the state said, that it looks like there were a number of numerous wounds on the victim. The victim was alive when the police were there, but obviously she succumbed to these injuries. Also sounds like they had a prior relationship some time ago, and there was some attempt over the last few weeks, according to the defendant, to rekindle it. It certainly calls for a serious bond, a domestic homicide of someone. I'll set the bond at $2.5 million at this particular time. It's going to be transferred over to Part A. That's where the serious cases go, through 35 Church Street. I'm going to transfer it over there for January 14th. The bond is set without prejudice. Certainly, if you're going to get a public defender over there, they would have the right to argue the bond again over there. But January 14th would be the next date at 235 Church Street.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You know, your brother's gonna die out in the field.
Shouts, lunges, a dozen surge forward, marshals forming wall, police rushing in. Chaos contained, but grief uncontainable. Outside, Destiny's cousin speaks from the heart.
She screamed for help. Her child was there. Now we have to end 2025 and mourning and grieving instead of celebrating 2026.
Angel Hubbard is Rumley's cousin, at a loss for words, trying to process the fact that her family member was stabbed to death by a man she says she hardly even knew.
This is a shock to the family. Like, who is this character? Because you can't even call him a person. For someone of this horrendous act, you're not even a person. So it's a character.
Destiny's cousin Angel Hubbard steps up, voice cracking, raw truth for a stolen life. Listen to the words that echo beyond the courthouse.
You brutally stabbed her.
9 times.
What justice can we get? Even if he got life, no, seriously, what justice can we really get? We can't get our loved one back.
No words. Child grows without mom. Brutally stabbed 9 times. What justice? Family shocked. No known history, yet irreversible. Domestic violence strikes silent. Black held on $2.5 million bond. Next appearance, January 14th, 2026. Pre-trial phase. Discovery ongoing. No sentencing yet. Case early. Justice grinding slow. Young and guilty. Love twisted to loss. Comment. Spot the signs sooner? Like, subscribe, bell on. Awareness saves lives. R.I.P. Destiny Rumley. Stay guilty of curiosity.